What was your excitement level and interest in sports history when Barry Bonds and Sammy Sosa were setting records slugging out home runs in 1998 and 1999? How about when Lance Armstrong dominated the cycling world with 7 straight Tour de France wins? Or watching our country dominate in track and field in the 2000 Olympics with Marion Jones? All of these athletes are accused or have admitted to using PEDs. They cheated. So what's the big deal? Wasn't everyone excited to see history being made? Don't athletes and fans want to achieve and see greatness? Well, according to studies done by healthresearchfunding.org, 80% of those who have used steroids said it helped them achieve their athletic dreams. I'm a huge sports fan, and one that enjoys seeing records broke. I get excited to see an entertaining game, and I want to see my team succeed. If that means performance-enhancing drugs contribute to that success, then I'm all for it. I use my hard-earned money to pay for the tickets or cable to watch these athletes perform. I want entertainment. Now, my goal today is to make you understand why I feel this way, and how performance-enhancing drugs, also known as steroids or PEDs, can change sports in a big way and bring a new viewership to these athletes in sports whom allow PED usage. We will take the pros of using PEDs, some statistics behind PED usage, and what athletes think about PEDs themselves. Let's first take a look at the pros of using steroids. The pros of using PEDs in sports has so much potential that its usage should become commonplace in the sports world. Listland Sports listed a few reasons why PEDs should be legal and available for athletes to use. The first one they listed is if you regulate PEDs, they can be safer to use for athletes who choose to use them. These drugs are harmful when they're not being taken the right way or without supervision. Athletes are overdosing themselves to get results fast, which cause concern for PED usage. Having them regulated and legal allows professional healthcare providers to specialize in the usage and the dispensing of these drugs. No more buying off the black market and getting harmful chemicals which can potentially harm your body. Buying these products from people with no medical background is pretty scary. Once legal, more research can be done to create and monitor safer and more effective ways to use or take PEDs. The second thing they listed was it's a great business move for these sports to allow PEDs and bring excitement to the fans. More fans will be willing to come and watch these events and athletes perform at amazing levels. They will see records broken, amazing plays, and outstanding endurance levels. It brings in new viewership and casual fan turns into a big fan. These brings in more merchandise sales, more tickets sold, and higher TV ratings. It brings in better competition with a lot more fun to watch and play for these athletes and fans. Higher scoring games, faster speeds, stronger individuals, and more intense play is what PEDs can be helpful with. Now, the Washington Post columnist Eugene Robinson once wrote, "We, the paying customers, don't want normal-sized athletes with normal abilities. We want to see supermen and superwomen performing super feats. We're willing to pay these gladiators a fortune." Thirdly, PEDs allow athletes to continue to get paid and do what they love. Many of these athletes have a short window or opportunity to get what they've worked hard for all their lives. With injuries and so much competition, their careers are often cut short. With such a short span in which these sports, many times these athletes are left by the wayside and never heard from again. They focus so hard on their craft that they have nothing to fall back on. PEDs allow them to stay in the game longer and keep money in their pockets. Athletes will do whatever it does to take to continue to play the game and the love that they enjoy. Let them leave on their own terms and allow them to do whatever it is they need to do to continue playing the sports that they love. The pros of using PEDs are overlooked by the negativity of those who only want to discuss the cons of using PEDs. That's not fair. Now, the statistics that are out there and the facts behind PEDs show some interesting tells about the usage and who uses it. And according to healthresearchfunding.org, who have researched athletes who have taken or used steroids, they state that 80% of those who admitted using steroids said they believed the drugs could help them achieve their athletic dreams. And 50% of those users said they would use steroids even if it meant that they shortened their lives. 60% of those who use steroids also believe that taking steroids is a right to the modern professional athlete, not the sport themselves and not the fans that are watching, but to them themselves. Now, the official website for anabolic steroids information has listed several advantages for taking steroids. Steroids are known to help with decreased recovery times, increase muscle size, reduce body fat, enhances athletic performance, improves physical strength, helps replace the testosterone in males having sexual performance issues, and they're also given to HIV positive and cancer patients to help with their treatment. These statistics and facts help us understand that PED usage has its advantages when taken the right way. Athletes from across many sporting leagues see the potential of PEDs can bring to their respective sport. These quotes from procon.org and brainyquotes.com shine some light on what some of these athletes feel about PED usage. Former NFL running back Kareem Abdul-Jabbar said, "The bottom line is we get beat the hell up. We need whatever is available to keep ourselves out there. I think that anything that's helpful should be legal, because when you're done, they fold you up and say goodbye." Former U.S. Olympic javelin thrower Kate Schmidt stated in regards to the safety of taking PEDs, "Athletes could stop experimenting on themselves. It would be safer to take the substances, and with medical monitoring, there would be fewer negative side effects." Former baseball player Jose Canseco believed that it can make an average athlete a super athlete. It can make a super athlete incredible, just legendary. And former baseball player Mark McGwire said the only reason why he took steroids was for the health purposes. So these athletes had a goal and a dream that they wanted to achieve. PEDs helped them with that goal, and they all achieved. Why do we have a say in what these athletes are willing to do to their bodies for the sake of providing for their families and to entertain us? It's their bodies, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to be successful. Wouldn't we want to do whatever it took to be successful in our own lives? Performance-enhancing drugs is a way for them to make a living. It boosts interest in the sports in which they perform, and it adds excitement to see history and these legendary moments in the sports world. Next time you're at a sporting event and you're losing interest in the game, or lost that excitement you had when the game first started, think about what that game would be like with stronger individuals, faster speeds, and athletes performing at unreal levels. You pay money to get into that game. Let PEDs make that experience even better.